Welcome, everybody, to the Ludic Wrestle Lounge post-game analysis. I'm Anthony Cassidy.
And I'm Johnny Columbo. Welcome, folks, to our nice little post-match rundown. Anthony, tell the folks what you thought about tonight's matches.
Well, tonight's matches, folks, went extraordinarily well. Although we later learned that you were unable to view all the matches. We do apologize for that. We had some broadcasting difficulties. However, Johnny and I are going to give you a nice match rundown with our thoughts and how all the matches went. So I'll go ahead and start here with Jack Johnston versus Antonius Maximus. Now, Columbo, this was our first match of the night, and boy, let me tell you, it was back and forth. Maximus just throwing down Samoan drops, power bombs here, power bombs there, even hit his finisher on Jack Johnston with his Maximus Buster. But Johnston came back, fought like a champ, finished him off with the sharpshooter, his finisher, and came off with the submission win. Our first actual submission win for the Ludic Loungecast. Columbo, what were your thoughts on our first broadcast there, our first match?
It was, honestly, Anthony, it was truly a sight to behold. It was a peak challenge of physical prowess. We saw the gladiator bring out his muscles and his feet and flexing power. Unfortunately, I think that ended up wearing him out, Anthony. Only a tired man can get knocked out, taken down by a submission like that. And Johnson gave him as much as he was given.
Absolutely, Columbo. Get that and more. So moving on to our second match, and before the second match happened, we actually had a little introduction to Crom Wolf, our huge Amazonian warrior here, standing 6'11", 300 plus pounds. And let me tell you, he came out to just show himself off to the Ludic Wrestling Lounge audience members that were in attendance tonight from Rochester, New York. And things were going well until Goose Gordon, his opponent of the night, came out to try to test him. And boy, they had an exchange of words, Columbo.
It didn't help that Crom Wolf was showing quite the arrogance tonight. He was showing off his ego, to be quite frank. He was showing off the belief that he has all of the chops that none of the other wrestlers have. And Goose Gordon did not take very kindly to that. He fought for his honor, I must say.
He did. For being severely undersized, Columbo, Goose Gordon really came up, tried to chop him down, but ultimately Crom Wolf came away with the win. Came away hitting his finisher for the night and hitting that 1-2-3 count by the referee.
I will say, though, that this match will be given my lounge stamp of approval. Because, to be quite frank, Anthony, I was mighty impressed by Mr. Goose Gordon. He performed well today. He held himself out well, despite being outsized and, unfortunately, outmatched. It takes a lot of guts to go up against a giant like that. And Goose Gordon showed why he brought those guts to the Ludic Wrestling Lounge League Lounge.
Absolutely, Columbo. And then moving on to our next match of the night that happened was Sutton Slater versus Express. Now this one was easily handled by Sutton Slater. He came out, Express just did not hold his own at all. Sutton Slater came out and just pile drove him off the stage. Was the quickest match of the night. I couldn't even tell you. It seemed like as we were introducing our wrestlers, it was already over. Sutton Slater nailing Express down, and Express just took the Express lane all the way out of the arena tonight.
It was an unfortunate night for Express, I will agree. The steam was not in the engine tonight, I must say. It was somewhere backstage. I don't know what happened, but those repeated headshots with those pile drivers, I swear, I've never seen such brutal punishment put upon a man in my life.
It's going to be interesting to see Sutton Slater as he progresses up the ranks of the Ludic Wrestling League here, the Lounge League Lounge. Now moving on to Sal Salas and Willie Williams. This match, boy, let me tell you, Willie Williams, the young up-and-comer kid against Sal Salas from the old country, and his expertise, that is, of Sal Salas, really came to play tonight, Columbo.
Yeah, it was a true example of youth versus experience, and experience came out this time. The pure size and strength and tactics. There was brutal tactics on display, I must say. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, brutal tactics. Sal Salas just playing with the mind of Willie Williams. Willie came out on jumping from the top ropes using his athletics, but ultimately it was the technical precision of Sal Salas coming from that many years around all the independent wrestling leagues there. And he comes off with the win against Willie Williams.
That's why here at the Ludic Lounge, we welcome all wrestlers of varying experience, both young and old, and somewhere in the middle. That's why I'm here.
Absolutely, Columbo. That's why you're here. Now, moving on to our match that we hyped up for the night, the Clash of the Titans. Darren Sweet Davis versus Hubert. And boy, this did not disappoint. These were just two colossal wrestlers standing toe-to-toe, punches after punches, knocking each other down, lifting each other back up just to knock the holy hell out of each other again. Columbo, what were your thoughts on the Clash of the Titan match tonight?
My God, what a clash was it. You know, Anthony, this looked like one of the old boxing fights I broadcasted back in 1922. I don't know how I'm that old, but it's okay. I must say, Darren Davis's haymakers came from the biggest hay you can imagine. I don't know where he was getting that energy from. Hubert, he needs to work on that chin. His chin can't take those haymakers.
Which is funny because he was wearing an absurd helmet for the night. Unfortunately, folks, you did not get to see it, but boy, what an outfit it was.
I think it fits tonight's theme of helmets. They don't make much of a difference, do they?
No, they don't. Not for the Ludic Wrestling Lounge, Columbo. Not at all.
League Lounge.
League Lounge. Now, Casey Carter versus Yuri Yamashita. Casey Carter comes up with the win, but let me tell you, we were talking earlier about athletic prowess, and boy, this match had it all. Both superstars, young and upcoming. Casey Carter from the top ropes. Yuri Yamashita with his technical precision, but even surprised us, Columbo, with his athleticism, jumping off and jumping around tonight.
This was a tried true example of two young men trying to figure out where they stand in this league and going all out, showing everything that they got so that they can be contenders. That's what we're looking to build up here in the Ludic Lounge League Lounge. Ludic Wrestling Lounge League Lounge. I can't talk because I'm so excited.
Speaking of excitement, Columbo, my official Ludic Lounge Lounge League. Just kidding, folks. It's Ludic Wrestling Lounge. We're just having some fun with some words here. But
entertainment in here somehow, folks.
Absolutely. My match pick of the night, Snake versus Rojo Loco. Oh my God, this took me back to watching a lot of the Lucha Libre wrestling legends of yore. Both contenders just pulling off moves, Columbo, I didn't even think I've ever seen before in my life.
The agility of Rojo Loco proved to serve him well tonight. He was up and down, left and right, sideways and forwards, up and down those ropes. It was truly something to behold. He was out snaking the snake, if I do say so myself.
You can say so yourself, Columbo, but boy, again, we do apologize you were unable to watch this match because it was just explosion after explosion. The crowd just roaring with approval. Even Snake, who's officially a heel with his heel tactics he pulled during the match, even the audience was still giving it up, chanting this is awesome. Just both participants had boy, I'm speechless, Columbo. I'm definitely speechless.
I would absolutely agree, but in my experience, I have never seen such a heel do as dirty as Snake did in this match. As entertaining as it was, he didn't need to go that far, and I must say, I will bring my concerns to management because it was tragic what he was doing. It was a complete dishonor to the profession.
Absolutely, but Rojo Loco overcomes those just treacherous moves of Snake, comes away with the W, comes away making a name for himself here at the Ludic Wrestling Lounge. Moving on to our second to last match tonight was Flash Franklin versus Crush Cruz, just showing great technical precision on both. Flash Franklin, boy, even though she ended up losing tonight, showing off her prior MMA skills with a lot of just clutch holds, some submissions, just showing her background, but Crush Cruz honestly just comes away with the W just out of sheer luck. Came away with getting out of one of the holds from Flash Franklin, doing a pin just out of nowhere, and surprising us, surprising the audience, surprising Flash Franklin, who looked finally upset after the win.
You know, I think what was going through Crush Cruz's mind was Flash, and Flash going, ah!
Absolutely, Columbo.
That's what was going. That is my perception of what was going through their head while that pin was happening. It was truly an unexpected sight, but a welcome one. Crush Cruz is looking to prove herself as one of the big contenders, and her showing tonight proves it.
Absolutely, showing off our women's division for this league. And speaking of women's division, and our first official tag team match of the Ludic Wrestling League Lounge is High Voltage versus Vicious and Delicious. And let me tell you, Ivy Youngblood really taking the stage tonight. Ended up pinning Quick Draw Quinn Romy. But boy, let me tell you, High Voltage lived up to the name, just with epic teamwork, epic energy they brought, but it was just the viciousness of Vicious and Delicious, and especially of Ivy Youngblood, really came away with kind of a dirty finish. I didn't care too much for it, but you know what? Referee didn't see a lot of these moves. Referee counted it, so it's official. Vicious and Delicious gets our first tag team win of our wrestling league.
It's a welcome win, but unfortunate that it had to be obtained through such a low-down method. I must say that High Voltage, I agree, Anthony, they did live up to their name. They were keeping the crowd energized. They were keeping each other energized. But unfortunately, they were robbed, in my opinion. Frankly, absolutely robbed. They should have been able to take that, take their energy and put it towards a win, not have it stolen away from them.
One thing I will say, Columbo, is even though they lost tonight, it would not surprise me if they come away as favorites for the Women's Tag Team Championship later on, whenever that bout comes to fruition. So, folks, that's our wrap-up of tonight. I just want to apologize again, on behalf of myself, behalf of Johnny Columbo and the Ludic Wrestling League Lounge, that unfortunately, due to broadcast errors, you were unable, that is, to watch all the matches. However, we hope that you enjoyed the first couple that you were able to watch. But unfortunately, things happen, and we'll do everything we can to make sure it does not happen again. So that way you are full to the brim with 9 full matches every time we broadcast. Now, Columbo, do you have any final words for our audience?
Folks, let me just say this. You are in for the wrestling entertainment of a lifetime. We will be back. We will be better than ever. And on behalf of my co-host, Anthony Cassidy, this is Johnny Columbo signing off for the Ludic Wrestling Lounge. Thank you for lounging with us. Thank you for wrestling with us. Good night, folks.
They were good fights. Overall, it was an even better night. Thank you all.